Early in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and I'm back with a very mad video today. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about Fumez the Engineer. If you guys don't know who Fumez the Engineer is, he is a famous UK producer slash engineer, more famously known by his Plugged In with Fumez series on YouTube essentially. Now, he has allegedly been robbed and kidnapped at knife point, according to his own police report that he shared. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've been on all his social medias and I haven't seen this personally, but another YouTube channel has taken a screenshot of the report that he shared, but I can't find it on his social media. But it is him, I think, because in the picture that was shared, it says context is everything, and he literally tweeted 18 hours ago, context is everything, as you can see on your screens. So yeah, I believe this has happened, so we're gonna talk about it. And I've got a bit of a lesson to kind of take from this experience, you understand? So guys, let's get into this video. Please smash that subscribe button. It's road to 50k. Please press that thumbs up button. It really helps with the algorithm. Algorithm hasn't really been pushing my stuff on YouTube at all, and I'm going to try and get back into TikTok as well, and we'll see how that happens. But so it really helps a lot if you press that thumbs up button. Road to 50k, let's get there. Merchandise, tjmerch.store, you know the vibes. Cool. So as you can see on your screens, this is the statement that Fumez issued with the police. It says occupation music producer, his date of birth 93, which is I'm sure is around his age, and his name is Jewellery Bryan. Now if you look at Fumez the Engineer's old videos and his old copyright stuff, it says Jewellery Bryan on there, so I believe this is literally him. So it says Jewellery Bryan will say as follows: before moving to so-and-so, prior to that I lived on so-and-so, where I lived for about 12 years. I do not have any criminal convictions. I do not have any county court judgments against me. I have not made any previous claims on household insurance. I have never had insurance declined, cancelled, declared. It says, I recall blank had driven my Lamborghini car to the IKEA store in North London to drop my assistant so-and-so off at that location. I left her at the store at around 8 p.m. I then intended to drive home. However, as I drove, I became aware of what I believe was an unmarked police car behind me, which was displaying flashing lights and indicating for me to stop my car. I decided to stop in the belief that this was a genuine police vehicle and I was required to stop. However, once out of my car, I was confronted by several adult males who used weapons such as knives to force me into their car. I was told that if I did not cooperate with them, there would be consequences for my blank, as they knew where she lived and where her child attended school. The men told me that they had been observing me for some time and that they wanted to access my home address. I was told that they had observed my items of jewellery, watches, which I had worn in photographs, which had been posted on social media, and they wanted those items. I was driven at knife point to my home address. I remained in the car with some of the men, whilst others used my home keys to gain access to my home address. I was unable to prevent this as I was being held at knife point throughout the incident. The intruders who had accessed my home returned to the car before then driving away from the scene. I was then driven to a remote location and released by the men, following which I was able to locate my car. He then says, I called the police using my mobile phone and met officers at my home address. Fortunately, the CCTV system at the building where I lived had recorded the masked intruders entering. This footage has been provided to police. I was able to provide police with details of the stolen items. The intruders stole 3 watches. These were a Rolex Datejust wristwatch, a Rolex Day wristwatch, and a Cartier Open Work wristwatch. All 3 watches had been bought by me in the 6-month period prior to the loss from Prestige Watches of Mayfair. The intruders also stole 18-karat gold and diamond bracelet, along with my passport and wallet. They also stole a large quantity of designer clothing. And that's all we're shown by Fumez. Now, there's a few things I want to take away from this. Social media is really being used to target victims, guys. Kim Kardashian, that's one of the biggest stories ever. Kim Kardashian got robbed in Paris at gunpoint because she was flaunting her diamond rings around. Now, don't get me wrong, you wanting to highlight your success, showcase your success to your fans, to your audience, to your supporters, that's up to you, innit? That's your prerogative. Just be very aware of who's watching you. Kim Kardashian flaunts stuff every single day, but she got caught lacking by telling people where she was staying in Paris and what she had with her. 20 million, 30 million worth of jewels, you understand? Robbers and thieves and lowlifes, yeah, are literally using social media and looking at what you flaunt on social media to target you. Look at the police report. They said it to Fumez himself. They said, we'd been observing you. We'd seen the watches you've been posting on social media. Give me that. Run that. Yeah? Run it, and you can run it. Listen, they'll start turning Chris Breezy on you. You see that day Rolex? You better run it, and I see you posting it, better run it. This is why you gotta relax on social media with what you post, especially when you're famous. Cast your minds back to Ozil, when Ozil got robbed at knife point. What other football player got robbed at knife point? Amir Khan, boxer, got robbed at knife point. And someone else got robbed at gunpoint and knife point the other day. It happens very often, guys. So when you are famous and you're a celebrity, like when I've got money for Lamborghinis, by the way, Lamborghini trucks, you won't see me driving it on a day-to-day, bro. You just won't. You will not see me driving a Lamborghini on a day-to-day. You'll see me pushing a little Golf or something like that, because I don't really want to draw attention to myself. You feel me? So they knew what car to stop, and they had been watching him on social media. That's the first thing. Secondly, yeah, the method in which they kidnapped and robbed him, right, is they used police lights, or what he thought was kind of police lights from an unmarked van, unmarked car, to get him. Now, I don't blame him for falling for this at all. I don't, because I think it's very easy to want to do right by the law, and you know, if you see some lights behind you, they know they're flashing you, you're gonna stop. But it says in the police report that he got out the car. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but I've been stopped by the police hundreds of times growing up, especially when I had my Sirocco back in the day. Wow. When you get stopped by the police, you stay in the car. You understand? You wait for them to come to you. You stay in the car. You prepare yourself. You get your little act together, and you stay in the car. It said in the police report that he got out the car. I don't know why he did that, because at least if you stayed in the car and they approached you, and if you saw something's fishy, boom, boom, you skirt off straight away. You don't turn the engine off. You pull over, and you stop. That's it. You wait for them to approach you, and then you see something's fishy, you blitz off. I'll be honest with you, I used to do that anyway. I mean, now listen, even when it was real Jakes, he used to do that still. But this is years ago. I was a bit more, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, lesson learned there as well. You understand? Like, guys, if someone pulls you over and you're unsure if it's a real marked car or whatever, you don't get out the car. You stay in the car. You wait for them to come to you. What you assume is a police officer. You understand? And then you make your move. You feel me? Because at least if your door's shut and things like that, what can they do? Your door's shut, they might brandish the knife, you skirt off. You feel me? Now the third thing is, yeah, it's funny because I've seen some people in the comment sections of this video that I got it from, saying, what, Fumez is a snitch? What, Fumez is a snitch? What do you mean? Like, bro, grow up. Grow up. If you're in the comment section, yeah, of a YouTube video calling someone a snitch, you're not involved. Bad boys don't comment on YouTube videos, bro. They don't. You're a civilian from Berkshire or Blackburn, wherever, from Oxford. You're a civilian. Shut up about snitch. If someone's had you at knife point, these people you don't know, they've been watching you, they've been observing you, they've threatened someone you know, because they said something about, I'm assuming his baby mums or something, I don't know, or a girlfriend or whatever, because it said they know where she lives, or I know where her son goes to school or something like that. They're making threats against you, right? They've robbed you of all your designer, your free watches, your clothes, this, that and the other, your jewellery, and you then say, you know what? I'm just not going to call the police. I'm just going to take that L, because at least I've got my pride then. At least I've got my pride. I'll take that L. I've got my pride. I'm not a snitch. Bro, shut the hell up. You're a civilian. Yes, shut up. Like, if you know how the real world works, if you've got insurance and you need to go through house insurance, and you need to go through jewellery insurance, you need to make it known that you've made a police report. Facts. Yeah, it's as simple as that. So even if you wanted to get your get back, right? If you want the insurance, if you want to get the insurance to pay for your stuff that you've lost, you're going to have to file the police report. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. Let me give you another perspective. If you've come to rob me with a knife, with your friends, you're not about that life. That's my opinion. If you've come to rob me with multiple people, 5, 6, 7 man with knives, you're not about it. You're not about it. If you robbed me on your own, without knives and just your fists, and you just said, you know what, I'm on smoke, give me your stuff, then I'd rate you. You understand? Then I'd rate you, because then I think you're a bad boy. You ain't got no knives, you've come to stick it on me, you must be a bad boy. But if you're not a bad boy and you're robbing me with 5 men with knives, then I won't be a bad boy, and I'm calling the jakes on your dumb ass. You understand? Now don't get me wrong, if it was easy for me to find out who you were, it wouldn't be hard for me to make a call, spend a bit of money, and I've got a thing at the end of my palm very quickly. You can use your imagination. I'm a civilian, guys. You understand? I'm a civvy. I'm not involved. I'm a civilian. But I can make a call and get a thing in the palm of my hand very easily. Do you understand? So even a civilian like me could get back. But I'm calling the Jakes, right? I'm gonna let them do their job and I'm gonna get my jewels back. You feel me? I'm gonna sing like Mariah Carey on Christmas Day, bruh. Are you mad? I don't know you. What do I owe? What I know? You robbed me. You've been watching me. You're making threats against me. Okay, if you're so bad and you and 5 of your mates wanna take some shit from me, I'm gonna call the Jakes. They can take your ass to jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you can, you and your little bum buddies that you love so much. You lot can do all your fun stuff in jail and in showers and hold pockets and all that. Yeah, and you can sit there and think, I shouldn't be such a bum robbing people more successful than me for their stuff. You feel me? It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But as I said, if you were a bad boy and you wanted to rob me personally with no knives, I'd respect you. I'd shake your hand before I laid you out flat. But, you ain't bad robbing me with knives, with 5 man, 6 man, kidnapping me, threatening me. That's not bad. So I'm gonna pay the same respect to you, not gonna be bad and call the Jakes about snitch. All these people talking about snitches, bro, you're not involved. Yeah? If someone kidnapped you, 5 man, 6 man, at knife point and robbed you and threatened you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cry in the corner. Shut up. Humble yourself. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.